A better practice than yesterday, which is what I was hoping. They just were moving better, kind of understanding kind of what Neil asked me the other day. Some of the new guys now knew where to go. So I thought it went well, and there was a lot of plays on both sides and got a lot done. So, any questions? Alamo ball, I like that. Got to get a new one. Okay.
When you have JUCO guys come in,
yeah.
How steep is the learning curve if you would kind of compare that with what high school guys have to do?
Right. Well, it's not quite as steep because when they go to the junior college, it's a little bit more in depth probably than their high school. So they kind of know concepts better, off football concepts. The other thing that's helped us, especially the kids coming in new, when they allow us to meet with them a couple hours a week during the off season, we've been able to meet with them, showing film, go over it, so they're a little bit farther ahead than they used to when you didn't allow us to do that. So that's a big benefit. So I don't think the learning curve is as far as it used to be. And then these practices, the guys that come in January, it really helps. When they come in late, it's a little bit harder. But they allow us to meet with them in the summer now, which they didn't do. So that kind of curves out a little bit too.
Along those lines, how much more comfortable are guys like Javier that came in last year?
Yeah.
Because Chris Malumba.
Yeah, they're doing well. They're Chris Malumba, Javier, all those guys, and then the redshirt freshmen have all taken something. You know, last year during the season, when we started into Pac-12 play, as the season got on, you cut down practice a little bit because they wear it. So I added that 30 minutes or whatever on with the young guys, and so we were able to do more with them, and I really think that helped them a lot as we went.
With your offensive and defensive lines, there's a lot of competition up there. Are you able to mix and match and get a look at a lot of different?
Yeah, we are. We are mixing and matching and moving them around and seeing, if it kind of sounds funny, but can a guy play the right end? Can he play the left end? Can he play the right tackle? Can he play the left tackle? It sounds simple, but the footwork and the hand placement, and so we've got to train them to be able to do that because you want to be able to get the best guys out there, whichever scenario happens for you. So we're doing a lot of that. Yes.
Are you doing it on the defensive line then also?
Yes, we're doing it on the defensive line and offensive line.
With the offensive line, I know you guys try to train guys for different spots to be versatile. Who do you have on the offensive line that you would classify as that's a tackle?
Aaron Hagel's a tackle. Josh Kaiser's a tackle. Hunter Vaughn's a tackle. Jake Moretti's a tackle. Your phone's ringing. Is your wife calling you? Tell you bring something home for lunch? You better do it. You better do it. And those are kind of like our main tackle guys. I hope I didn't forget anybody right now in this very moment. We have some other guys that can flip-flop in there too. Grant Polly can play tackle and guard. Chance Lytle can play tackle and guard. He's playing both for us. But those other guys have been mainly staying at tackle.
Okay.
Did it take some time for Aaron Hagler to get used to that weight he had put on last year?
Yeah, it did a little bit. But he really started moving. He is really moving around well, and he's throwing the shot good. I mean, the shot good too right now. That shows you can bend and move his weight and feels good about everything. He's looked really good out there at tackle for us.
Bo Bichette, coming into his 30 years of running back.
Yep.
What are you seeing out of him as far as his progression as a running back and being able to help you out in that regard?
He's doing a lot of really good things. He's always done a lot of good things in practice. He's getting bigger and stronger. I keep telling him I want him to be just like the guy that was at Oregon State the last couple of years. I think he can be that guy. I really do. So he's got a little bit more weight to put on to kind of be near that, but he's showing that and running good out there. We'll see as we get into pads, and he's such a big part of our special teams too. So he'll still play on a couple of special teams and play tailback.
He seems to have a little bit of a leaner frame than Ryan Nall.
Yeah, he has a little bit leaner frame, but he can put a little bit more weight on. And I don't know if he can be. I don't think he's going to be 230, but I'd like him to be 215 and to plus in that area instead of 203 to 208. I want him to be 215 and 217, and he's getting there. He's working at hard. And that extra 7 or 8 pounds and the power, he should be knocking the piles that way and running through some arm tackles.
At corner, it looks like you're getting a look at a lot of different guys there also. How are they progressing?
They're all working hard. We're just in shorts right now, but they're working hard. Our receiver. The good thing is we have good skilled guys on both sides, and they challenge each other and they compete. And I think that really helps us when we get into games. And I've seen a lot of good competition. And our quarterbacks are more accurate this spring than they were last spring. That makes it tougher on the DB because he's got to be closer and play it tighter. So that's been good. So we'll find out a little bit more when we go into pads Monday. It'll be a non-tackle day. I know that sounds funny, but we'll thud and be a little more aggressive. And then Wednesday we'll have a half a practice and a little bit of a situational type compete type scrimmage. Not real long because I don't want to get anybody hurt, but we'll do a little bit more of that. What's it called? A 50-50 day. 50% practice, 50% kind of tackle. So we'll take advantage of that.
Okay.
All right, thanks guys. Appreciate it.